Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Artist Unplugged Podcast, man. It's your boy Tay. It's Artist Unplugged Podcast. Who you plugged in with? You playing with your boy Tay and Ron. We here plugged in today, man. In place of By Divine, she couldn't make it here tonight, man. So we taking over her spot for today.
Just for today, but she'll be back next week.
Yeah.
So
You see who we got back? Another returning guest on here.
I got both of y'all.
yeah, you got both for us. Double trouble now. Definitely got to be special on this one. Got both for us.
Closing in the building.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
How you been, bro? How you been?
I can't complain. We've been working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. We've been working on a lot of stuff. Coming up with a couple of big projects.
Books, documentaries, we want it all. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Carolina versus everybody. You know
Carolina versus everybody. Definitely, man. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey, man. One time, ATL and OG, triple OG, Mr.Davis, aka Davis Dollars, whatever you want to call me, aka whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? Just don't call me anything but a child of God.
That's right, brother. Yeah, man, we've been doing business for quite a minute, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, I be seeing what you got going on. You got a lot of positive things going on. What you got going on with them, your girls? What are the Angel?
Hey, man, we got us against the world, man. Hey, we got a good team behind me. Shouts out to the Plug Podcast. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely.
Hey, we about to steamroll this thing. 31 flavors. We got the video production. Y'all know that. Y'all with me?
Definitely.
If you ain't with us, you against us. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we got some major things coming to work. Looking to do my device stuff like contact houses, something different.
Definitely.
Hey, take out the music videos on lock, so make sure you holler at him, man. The hype wins of the Carolinas, man.
Definitely. I've been seeing you was downstairs and you was showing me how you've been doing this for a while, man. Seen you with a couple of people, down in Atlanta. Could you share that experience and let them know like how young before you start doing what you done and what motivated you to be in Atlanta with them sharks out there? Because you showed me some flicks and you was some big heavy hitters. So share that with the audience.
Yeah, man. I started in a prior interview, I jumped out the parts at 13, 14, man. Not knowing, didn't have no direction, but I had to hustle. You got to hustle. You ain't got necessarily have the GPS. You just got to have the work ethic. Everything will take care of itself. You eventually want to reach your destination. It won't no sprint race. It was a marathon. Bad deals and till eventually, you get it right, man. You just can't give up, man. That's what separated me, man. I never gave up. Even when my back got thrown against the wall, one deal didn't come through. An older person would lie to me, say they gonna do this, that, and the third, and then come through. We kept our foot on the gas and went through the wall. As far as motivation, single parent home, man. School closed. You know what I'm saying? That's how it started. Every young hustler.
That's where it starts.
I ain't want to wear them bugle boy jeans no more. I ain't get picked on or nothing. I wanted to be fly because Atlanta, high school, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got no Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Even down to the Cutlass Supreme. So quite naturally, I wanted to ease the stress of my mom, and it worked. It paid the work after paid off, and I got my first big deal really at 16, mainstream most wanted. Okay, and that's who taught me. I'm still using that knowledge to this day, man. That's irreplaceable.
I definitely went through your book, man, and seen some heavy hitters at then I was like, whoa, bro, was a young age messing with some major people in the industry.
Right.
Are you from where you originally? Let's get this straight. Where you originally from?
Lombard.
From Lombard. Okay.
Yeah, EG. Okay. Hey, I looked on. Matter of fact, I was on YouTube for the 10 most top cities not to live in.
Right.
Man, little Scotland County, Lombard was number 4, which is crazy work.
Wow.
So you know what type of environment I came from, man.
Right.
Yeah, it was number 4 on the list.
Wow.
I think Statesboro or somewhere else, but yeah, Lombard made them. Lumberton was number 1. Yeah, for the worst cities to not move as far as crime rate. But yeah, man, and that came to the vision of my mother, because where we from, it do got like a bad complex.
Yeah.
Well, family gets family.
Right.
Crowding and bucket syndrome, but even in a sense, I was blessed on that because my mama was, she know her real mama, but my mama was a doctor. She got put her adoption when she was 4 years old.
Right.
God bless my grandma Virginia, but the only reason why they did that for her to have a better opportunity, because my grandma had like a 4th grade education, and it paid off, you know what I'm saying? So all the different families in Lombard, like my family, because my mother stayed with some of everybody.
Right.
Everybody don't have that blessing, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's why I'm able to connect so many people and move around Lombard with love when most people got resistance, because some people got deep-seated past where they don't like each other's family.
Right.
I don't deal with nothing that headache. Which means, I can ease the pain and bring a lot of people that want to talk together, because so everybody, hey, I don't care who you, I ain't got that problem. So my mom moved to Georgia when I was 6 years old, just to show us something different, to show her that people really can stick together. And she was right. I mean, if it weren't for that move, I probably been a totally different person.
Right.
Yeah.
And being that you got the experience to bounce outside your city, because when I was coming up in the Bronx, I got a chance like shit. I got put on the train and say, go to Savannah, don't come back till you right. So I know when you go out to another city, it's a whole different ball game. Now, what do you think? You mentioned Lombard, how and I know a couple of people in Lombard. It's kind of crazy out there. If you can make a change, that's an understatement. Yeah, it's crazy out there. If you can right now make a change, what would you change? Being that everything that you experience, that you want to take back to Lombard to change the culture mentality, instead of having a poor mentality or like we can't make it mentality, what would you change if you could go back there and change? What would be your first thing you would change in the community?
That's a good question. I said, man, they need in Lombard, they need something the youth can really do, man, besides being self-destructed. Because it's not like, ain't nobody our age or none of the OGs shooting. It's young boys, my nephew's age, that's shooting up, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, them boys ain't playing. You got 15, 16-year-olds causing the mayhem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the dudes that did have the influence, they made their bread and move. I ain't gonna tell too much, but you know what I'm saying.
Don't
but
get discriminated.
but I ain't catching, because some of my partners, they moved to Greensboro and other cities and took the money with them, instead of when they were like the OGs, where the kids would look up to and could kind of keep stuff in line.
Right.
So I say some of them guys need to come back, clean up their neighborhoods, and show the youth, hey man, hey, we did what we had to do, got out, but we still care for you, and set up some type of program. Because they building up, I ain't gonna say they building up Lombard, but they not building up towards the youth. You know what I'm saying? They building a bunch of restaurants, but
that
restaurants, they ain't mean nothing. If you ain't, hey, Tupac said best, Magic Jewels handed down to an innocent child. So
exactly.
So
and we definitely need more leaders, because they ain't, like I be saying myself, like I came up, man, my OGs, the people that raised me, they taught me well. They taught me to give back to the community, always come back. You know what I'm saying? And even though we grow up and we go different ways, but it still boils back to what can I do for my community. Even though maybe I play a part of just destroying shit, but as you grow old, you see you want to go back and change things. Yeah. So that's something positive you said that I really like. And was there anything that you can change, anything, far as from going to Lombard to Atlanta, where you said, damn, I would have did something different? What would it have been? It could have been in music, entertainment, or just basically your life.
Oh man, the biggest thing, when you young, back in the day, won't no internet or none of that. So I was around a lot of bit with executives, A&Rs that at that time. Atlanta got a culture where you see celebrities. We numb to that.
Right.
So when I was doing my thing, me and my brother toured. I ain't gonna just take the credit for myself, but my right hand, my best friend since 4th grade, that was my right hand man doing it.
Right.
So I'll give you an example, man. We ran into, it's a lady named Sylvia West, which is Outkast manager.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think she managed Grandmaster Flash and them.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she managed them. Not for sure, but I think she did.
But we knew she was important because when Lil Jon had that BMI, they were the biggest shit one time in the line.
Right.
That BME record label.
Right.
They had the fly leather jackets with the shark logo on the back.
Right.
And she won her. And you know, I was young, so they, you know, of course they like, oh, he cute, he doing his thing, he little
Right.
teenager trying to get to it. Had a number and everything, but you don't know who these people is. It won't no Google. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and my dream job was forever to be an A&R.
Right.
So if I can go back in time, I would really use. You know, we just living doing our thing. We young,
right.
balling, got the little high school
Right.
girl. Okay, I see all the time. I got the number.
Right.
But when you young, you don't really necessarily know how to put two and two together.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Till later on, I'm watching Outkast documentary.
Right.
Man, I know that lady.
You know that lady,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And
she was a powerful lady. I think she was one of the first strong black women in the music.
BET, she had the Source Award.
I
95.
heard about her in
Yeah.
the 70s,
Fuck yeah.
like the late 70s. I heard about Sylvia. Can't remember her last name, but I heard about her. You know,
Her name in my T-Mobile phone, but you don't know exactly who these people
are, right.
We just living.
Right.
Know. So nowadays, y'all ain't got no excuse because we couldn't just research somebody on the spot.
Right.
They're just somebody you see every day. You don't think nothing of it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's one of my biggest regrets. Not really tapping in and networking the proper way, knowing I knew some powerful people.
Right.
But I didn't know how strong she was until years later. You watch the
Right,
documentary,
right.
say, man, we went to the store together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I could have been met Andre. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She in the picture with Andre when he said the
Right.
South got something to say.
Right.
She with them. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know. But everything happened for real. Ain't too late. The story ain't over with. Guess what?
So right now, like where you at in your business with your company? What is your future plans for the Davis Angels? What is your future plan for them?
Oh man, I'm already living my truth with that. The music videos thing was the next thing I want to. Well, we doing that.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
we're gonna
bookies.
team up and do that, bro.
The biggest thing, man, getting to movies, man, doing something more,
Right.
you know, versatile. You know,
We about
series,
to do that too.
Reality shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I probably do my own baddies versions without all the fighting, but more so with real substance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So little girls can have some more to look up to.
Right.
Then we got to fight to be on TV. You know, it's still gonna be drama, but it's gonna be educational drama.
Educational
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Hustle drama. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not some fact just for ratings. You know what I'm saying? I want something that's
What-
gonna stand.
What advice would you give? Because I heard you said something about a single mother. What advice would you give a single mother at this age that's raising her kids? What advice you would give them from the experience of your mother being a single mother and you being seeing things going on with your mother? What advice would you give a single black woman at this time and day?
Oh,
Great question, man.
it's like my mama say all the time. Like, you know, my mama put herself through school. She went to King College in Charlotte. King College ain't around no more. But
Right.
if you put your mind to it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
She ended up working at Lockheed Martin where they made the private jets and that famous stealth jet in
Right.
Clinton. So biggest thing she said, you know a mother is somebody willing to sacrifice anything they got to do for a child.
Right.
That's how you know you a mama. No excuses, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a child, you do whatever you got to do to feed. I don't care. You got to work at McDonald's, Walmart. You do what you got to do. Pick
Burger
up two
King,
jobs.
Wendy's, shit.
You pick up 2-3 jobs. A mother is somebody who mothers. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. That's my mama number one philosophy. You know what I'm saying?
And dang, I lost my train of thought. But so far as that's good advice for a young woman, you know, at that age.
For shit, so.
My mom said a mother is somebody who sacrifices her all. You know what I'm saying? You'll give your last to your seed before you feed yourself. Whatever.
That part.
That's one.
So how about the young men that's out, the young YNs that's out there, and they going crazy what advice would you give them far as like some of them out there disrespecting their moms and just carrying on, and she want the best for them and they don't understand that? Being that you went from one small city to a large city, quite naturally you had a bunch of experience because you was around the older cats. Because I seen your photos, you were around a bunch of heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what advice will you give them? I'm not even going to say YNs. I'm going to say our young black brothers that's coming up and not recognized and that they are the future for our culture. What advice will you give them?
It's like I said, my mama gave me the game just by the move she made by moving to Georgia when I was 6. So I say the number one thing, you in a toxic environment, find out how to remove yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you take a train to the library in the next city, try something to reprogram to see something different. Then you start with your inner circle. So you around 5 YNs, they ain't nothing good. 19 up at 6. But I don't care if you find a nerd in your hood that's trying to go somewhere, you gonna end up just like them or whatever. So find somebody on the same mindset as you that's trying to go somewhere.
Exactly.
So if somebody on a negative way or just all they want to do just do corruption in the hood, you need to get away from that person. Be on your phone, be in the books in your room until you get in a better position outside the environment. Mm-hmm. Like my favorite 48 laws of power rule: always avoid the unhappy and the unlucky.
Exactly.
You drown for somebody else's misery.
That's something powerful, too. And a lot of them don't recognize. Like I used to tell a lot of young dudes, they want to glorify these streets, and I used to tell them, I'm gonna tell you the bad side about the game because I've been on both ends. Mm-hmm. I've been on the glory days and I've been on the days locked up. And I tell them, man, it ain't what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? And you running in packs. You running with like 10 dudes that you're sworn to, whatever you're sworn to, and all these dudes talking about I'm about this life, this and that. Yeah. But you know what? They never was in that. They were never put in that predicament to see you about that life. Because it's easy to say, like I tell them, it's easy to say I'm about that life. But when you get behind them closed doors and they say, we about to give you 30 years. Now let's see how you was about that life. Mm-hmm. So I tell a lot of young brothers, like, don't get deceived by what you see in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because it can definitely take you from your family and so on, Mm-hmm. And what you going to say, bro?
And don't never think you smarter than the program, because, you know what I'm saying, you might have a cousin that did his thing, he locked up, man. I know something he didn't do, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go for him, man. You always going to get caught up.
You always going to get caught up. And I tell them, young brother, like, but take it from me, man. I was doing it since 73, and I don't spend a lot of my time in prison. Not because I was slow or dumb, it's just that's the lifestyle, Mm-hmm. And I tell them, if you ain't ready to go to prison, don't get off them streets. And if you is ready to go to prison, still get off them streets. Because it ain't no goddamn, excuse my language, ain't no damn pussy in this penitentiary. Or your family ain't in that motherfucker.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? It's gladiator school. It ain't no guns in that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But
they Glock Dookies in there though.
Yeah, Glock do whatever they call them. Shit. I don't know about that, man.
Glock Dookie.
Paul no Diddy, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But on another note, like, that's some good advice you dropped on them. And one more thing I'm asking, then Tay could jump in. What advice will you give a young black man that's struggling with his business? What advice will you give them to keep going? Because you don't had a couple of business, and I know you don't struggle as well as we don't struggle.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
But what advice will you give a young black man that got a business, but he's struggling? What would your advice be to them?
Man, consistency, man. Just keep putting the work out. Just like, man, with the video stuff, man, I ain't start off with no tape. You know what I'm saying? I start off with a half-ass cameraman.
Right.
That barely edit. But, hey, it was work. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then I worked my way up to a tail, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A tape. So just keep putting the work in. Don't give up, man. You know what I'm saying? Your time is coming. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take the stairs instead of the elevator.
Right.
But you stay consistent, keep putting that product in, you going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You're going to grow. You know what I'm saying? You might stop before you blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is there any last words you would like to leave on, say to the audience that you want to express, and some shout outs? you know?
Oh yeah, make sure you be on the lookout, man. And the biggest project I'm about to work on, my little brother, man. We about to take over the Carolinas. He ready to do it, so I stand 10 toes. 910 heavyweight. We got some fire music coming, some fire visuals coming. Y'all be on the lookout for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to talk about on that. The real is coming back.
Definitely.
Atlanta done let me down. We got too much going on, so got to move to the Carolinas with it. So.
Exactly. I mean, I was chopping on with your bro today, man. He seemed to be a very interesting artist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're going to get behind you and push him. Definitely going to take over.
Yeah, it's going to be all reality rap. His real life, no cap, man. That boy young and thorough, just how he was brought up. So.
Right. Anything you want to shout out to any of your people out there?
Man, y'all people, y'all my peoples down, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ron, Tay, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
You plugged
Shout
in
out
with.
Hollywood, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely Hollywood. Shout out to the Hollywood.
You know who you is, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely shout out to Hollywood.
I think he got something called Wave Magazine.
Yeah,
like
he
that,
definitely
man.
got the Wave Mag. You want to tap in on that a little bit, man?
Yeah,
what he got going on? Shout out to Wave Magazine, man.
Wave Magazine, man. Wait for the first issue to come out, man. You know
Definitely. It's coming out soon, too. I was talking to him the other night. He said he about to wrap everything up. Shout out to Hollywood, man.
Hey, shout out to them boy Rollo in Greensboro.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Triple L coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and drop the site.
Oh, yeah. When you going to drop that, bro? I'm waiting on that.
Getting a few more things right, then we're gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna let us do the rollout. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. I'm going to let Tay step in and wrap this up, man.
All right, man. This is this episode. If you like this episode, if you like, subscribe, comment, man.
By the way, excuse me, where they can find you at? Let them know where they can find you at.
Man, on IG, Mr.Davis DMP. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, tap in all the exotic dancers. You want to know what's going on in the streets of the Carolinas? Make sure you plug in with the Reflection 2.0 page. That's your main source of news, free game. You need promo, whatever you need on that page, man. Holler at us, we'll get you right, man.
Don't forget to shout out Cheetahs, man.
Oh yeah, Cheetahs. Shout out Nick, the commissioner, and Dez, the mayor of Florence. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. That's family right there.
Okay, take us home, brother.
Yeah, man. We out of here, man. This is it. This is Tay Ron, who you plugged in with.
Definitely.
With Tay Ron and Davis Angels, man. We out of here.
We out of here. Peace.
Peace.